Hi, my name's Lucy and this is Joey, and I'm going to show you how to measure up for a Bromelli dog suit today. If you're looking at this, you've probably been asked by your vet to get a suit for your dog because of skin cancer or contact allergy. But the thought of measuring up your dog could be a little bit daunting. So hopefully this video will help you to measure up your dog correctly. Okay, so if you've been asked to order a dog suit, the best way to order it is probably online at the www.bromellidogs.com.au website. When you get on there and you go to the Order Now page, you'll see there's a whole lot of measurements you have to take. That may be a little bit daunting, so you can download the measurements so that you can take them out so you can measure your dog with the measurements close at hand. The other thing you'll find on the page is there is a diagram of all the measurements that you need to take as well. So it might be worth downloading and printing that off so that you've got another reference of the points that you need to make. Alternatively, you might have been given a brochure at the vet's and there is an order form and measurement instructions and a diagram in the brochure as well. So the one thing you're going to need when you measure your dog is a dressmaker's tape measure or flexible measure. Quite often they have inches on one side and centimetres on the other. Please make sure you measure your dog in centimetres. Joey! The other thing you're going to need, Jojo, is you might need someone to help hold your dog if your dog doesn't really like the thought of being standing still for very long. So if your dog is very boisterous, I suggest you get someone to help you because they can be a little difficult to measure on their own. Okay, one more really important bit of advice before we start is please make sure your dog is standing up for most of the measurements. There's only 3 where they could be potentially lying down, but for all of the other measurements, make sure they are standing up. Okay, the first measurement you're going to do is measure around the dog's neck, and that's usually where the collar sits. If your dog doesn't wear a collar, just measure where you want that suit to start. Make sure the measurements are firm but not too tight. Okay, so measurement number 1, around the neck. Measurement number 2, you need to find the shoulder blades of your dog. So you'll feel there's 2 sort of sharp bony sections there. You measure from in between there to where your collar sits or where you want the suit to start up the neck. Measurement number 3 is from the bottom of the neck, or where you want the suit to start underneath the neck, all the way down to in between the front legs. And that's right in between the front legs. So that'll be about that measurement there. Measurement 4 is from in between those shoulder blades, all the way down the length of the dog, down their back to the base of their tail. Measurement 5 is measuring around the top of the front leg. So just find the widest part of the front leg. Measurement 6 is measuring around the body just in front of the just behind the front legs, sorry. And measurement 7 is measuring around the body just in front of the back legs. Measurement 8 is measuring along the flank from behind the front legs to in front of the back legs. This measurement is critical that you get it correct, and it's critical that the dog is standing up. Measurement 9 is from the base of his tail, and in boys it's just for 5 centimetres below their anus, and in girls it's 5 centimetres below their vulva. It's just making sure there's enough room in the back of their suits to do what they need to do naturally. Okay, measurement number 10 is from the centre of the rump all the way down to the hock on the back of the animal. So that's right from the centre of the rump all the way down to what is their hock, which is sort of like their knee bone. Measurement 11 is going around the thickest part of the back leg, so finding the widest part of the back leg and measuring there. For measurements 12, 13 and 14, you need a dog to lie on its back. Some dogs are more happy to do that than others, so if your dog isn't happy to do that, you can try and take the measurements while they're standing up. But if you can get them to lie down, it's much better. The first measurement you need to take is from armpit to armpit, you need to measure how deep the chest is. So that's that measurement there. I'm going to keep going. The next measurement is between the two thighs. So it's the distance in between the two thighs, just in between, right in the center of the back legs. And the measurement 15 is measuring all the way up through the chest, from in between the back legs to in between the front legs. Okay, so if you need to order a suit that has long legs, you're going to have to provide us with some extra measurements. And the first measurement you're going to have to provide us with is from the hock on the back leg down to the foot. And once you've taken that measurement, the next measurement is to measure around the leg just above the foot and give us that measurement. If your dog needs a suit with long legs on the front, then you'll have to measure from the elbow to just above the foot. So that's that measurement there. And when you've measured that, measure around the leg just above the foot at the widest point there. Zoe, you have been a fabulous model. Thank you for being so patient. So those are the measurements you need to take. The three measurements you might have difficulty with are the ones that you have to roll the dog on its back and it doesn't want to do so. You can try and take the measurements simply with them standing up, and just write us a little note to say that's how you took those measurements, because they will be significantly smaller than if you have the dog lying on its back. Hopefully that will help you and give you confidence that you're getting those measurements right, because the more accurate we have the measurements, the better the fit of the suit will be for you, your dog when you get it. Thank you.